Hi, everyone. I'm Chris. I am doing a series on how writers can use tarot cards to unblock writer's block. I'm writing a story right now for Gay Pride Month using a gay tarot deck. It's a deck that I'm not really familiar with, and I just wanted to try to get to know it a little bit better. So I'm using some spreads from karmastartarot.com, kind of in association with NaNoWriMo a little bit. Today, we're going to be doing the climax. We've been telling a coming out story recently. A main character Sage who's been having a hard time coming out. So, with this 12 card spread, this is the climax. This is the scene. This is how everything ends and how everything goes down. So, I am shuffling a little bit and we're going to see what kind of comes up with this. So, we've got card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, and before I forget, I'm going to take a picture of this so that I can put it on my Instagram and my website and my blog so that you guys can see what I'm looking at and you guys can make your own interpretations as well. So we're going to do that. Okay. So card number 1 is the scene. I got the Man of Pentacles. Building? A building that's not done yet? A construction site? Someone's house, maybe? Someone's house that's being built? We have been dealing with events a lot, so maybe an event that's being built, an event that's trying to come together, a planning of an event, planning of an event, something of that nature, a new event. The main character's mentality. We have the Hanged Man reversed. And again, I've said in a previous video that the Hanged Man is usually when the querent, or it's a moment to take back to to think about things and to take a moment just to absorb stuff. So obviously, I guess his mentality, which I do find kind of odd, because Sage, who is our main character, did just have a big epiphany in the last video that he can be himself. Maybe he's not seeing it from another person's point of view, or maybe he's just so blocked and so angry at the guy that broke his heart, that he's not able to take a moment to himself. That could be his mentality, something of that nature. But let's see. Number 3 is the antagonist's mentality. Got Temperance. This was actually which actually kind of makes sense, because this was actually this was not the antagonist. This was actually the mentor. But the antagonist obviously is not feeling very level or feeling very confident in what's going on right now. Maybe a guy who has broken Sage's heart is now kind of seeing how Sage can get back at him. Maybe he's seeing maybe Guy is seeing the destructive personality of Sage, or seeing that his lies did not work with Sage, kind of a thing. I'm getting that kind of a sense, like he's not comfortable with what he's done to Sage. Number 4, 5, and 6 is the actual event and the basic outline. So we've got self-hatred reversed. So someone loves themselves a lot. A Man of Wands and the Man of Cups. Obviously someone's fire is going to be put out. And obviously this is going to be this man's, the wands are about passions and fires. Obviously, and it's going to also be emotions that'll be putting out the fires. This might be kind of like in a continuation of what the last video was. I think that self-hatred is reversed. I think that this is Sage actually realizing he doesn't have to hate himself. Or maybe all the hate that he has been feeling is very passionate and making him fiery, very short-tempered with people, something of that kind of nature. And then someone's able to calm him down, or Sage is able to calm himself down once he realizes what he's doing. Something of that nature at this meeting that is going on. 7 is what goes wrong for the main character. Well, we got this again, the 5 of Swords. So he's lost. I think that this is going to be him. That would be Sage. I think that maybe even though the antagonist mentality is uneven and kind of rattled, he's still stronger than Sage. Sage is still unable to beat him, unable to nag at him, unable to make him feel the way that he feels, kind of a thing. Number 8 is what goes right for the main character. What goes right for Sage is that we've got the Guide of Cups, and the Guide of Cups is like the Queen of Cups. And I think that the Guide of Cups, I think that he's able to control his own emotions. He's able to finally separate himself from Guy's emotions, from Guy's actions. He's able to know how to put words into his own mouth, or his own words about how he's actually feeling, and tell someone that, kind of a thing. What the main character has to overcome to be successful in the final moment, he has to accept change. Death is more about change than actual death. And he has to accept maybe that, he can change his own mentality, but he can't change Guy's mentality. He has to accept who he is and he has to accept the change. And only he has the power to do that. He doesn't have the power to change Guy, but he has the power to change himself, and his own mentality. Number 10, 11, and 12 is the detail of the final moment. 5 of Cups, 7 of Swords, and the World. Now, I actually kind of like this. I do like the end. The World is the end of the major arcana, and that is the end of a chapter. It's the end of a journey, and I feel like that's kind of going to be the end of Sage's journey. So that's the end, the final moment. I think that once he accepts his change, he can block out the 5 of Cups emotions. 5s are all about conflict. And I feel like the 5 of Cups, with it being reversed, he's able to actually not be as conflicted by his own emotions once he's accepted the change. With the 7 of Swords reversed, in an actual deck of cards, or tarot deck, the 7 of Swords is about thievery and lying. So with the 7 of Swords here, I'm kind of wondering if maybe he's able to see the better side and actually see himself be better, and not have to lie. He sees through Guy's lies. He's been able to see see through his ex's lies, and he doesn't have to be a liar to get what he wants. He can be himself. He can accept the change. He can not be in conflict with his emotions, and he can just be himself. And this journey, this first boyfriend that he's had, he can move on from. This toxic relationship that Guy has been for Sage he can just forget it and move on and end that chapter of his life and accept the change and go to the next part. So that's kind of what I feel like the climax is coming from. Again, I will put this on my website, on my Instagram, and you can follow along. You can kind of see if you want to follow me on all the Instagrams or on all the social medias. That would be cool. I'm just trying to show how writers can use tarot cards to unblock their writer's block. Until next time, the next video I'll be doing will be the antagonist demise. So obviously this is going to be Guy's demise. We've kind of done it as him as the sidekick because I think he's playing a dual role in this. I think he was a lover / antagonist / sidekick for Guy. So we've done him once, a sidekick demise once before, spread a couple of videos ago, and now we're going to do the antagonist demise. So maybe this is actually Guy. This will be actually Guy, like his world falling apart or losing or knowing that he's lost Sage. I don't know. We'll see what the spread does. But until next time, thanks.